Hello traders, welcome everyone for another video. In this video we are going to discuss about the swing trading strategy. So let's begin with the swing trading criteria. So these are the criteria for swing trading strategy. So criteria 1 says that select a stock with stock price above 150 and less than 600. So stock value must be in between 150 and 600, and the time frame we are going to use is a daily time frame, and indicator we are going to use is RSI, and buying condition RSI range must cross over RSI average line below 44 range zone. So this point I will explain you in chart, and buying timing must be after 2:20 before market close. So within the last 10 minutes we need to execute our order, and stop loss must be below entered candle. If candle have a long wick, then consider its body top. This one also I will explain you in the chart, and target must be 1:2. And here are some important notes that I have observed from my previous swing trades. Trail SL 1 point above the entry level when RR reaches 1:1. So whenever our actual RR is 1:2, and when we reach 1:1 RR, we need to trail our SL from the low of the candle to 1 point above our entry level, so that if anything goes wrong and market reverse, we will be in a safer zone. And avoid big crossover candles. Like whenever the crossover happens in RSI, we must avoid happens with a big candle. We must avoid it, so that our during in big candle types, our stop loss will be more. So it's better to avoid that kind of trades. And for small entry candles, SL will be too small, so adjust according to the market. So this one also I will explain you in chart. So let's begin in chart. So as you can see, I have opened a ACC chart in a daily time frame. Let's apply steady first, and our indicator is RSI relative strength index. Our average period must be 9 and RSI period must be 10. Overbought zone will be 70 and oversold zone 30, and middle line we need to change it to 44. I am increasing the graph's intensity here. Apply, close. Yeah. So what our first condition says, so stock price must be above 150 and less than 160. So this is 1700. I am just changing the stock. So as you can see here, this is a ShareCon platform, and here I have opened a Nifty 100 stocks, and I am going to explain you some stocks from this list. So Adani Entertainment 138, I am not going to take 1007, and then yeah, the Nicots no Ambuja Cement, here it is. It lies within 150 and 600. So I'm going to add this to our chart. As you can see, Ambuja Cement daily time frame. So let's come from the backwards. So buying range. So how to find the entry point? This crossover, as you can see, RSI crossovers. The green and red line. Green line is the RSI range, and red line is the RSI average line. So whenever these both lines make a crossover below 44 range, as you can see, the middle line I have changed from 50 to 44. Here as you can see, middle line 44. This crossover must happen below 44 range at whenever whatever position, I mean at 10, 20, whatever it is, it must be below 44. And even at 44 also, you don't have to make a trade there. So this crossover, as you can see, the RSI range at the right side of your chart, RSI value was 19 and 22. So and this crossover happened on 9th March 2022, and the candle, as you can see, candle closing is at 291.65, and our stop loss will be low of the candle. Candle low is 281. so it's almost a 10 points difference, and 1:2, according to 1:2 ratio RR, our target must be 301. Yeah, after that next day it made a high of 302, and that's it. After that it made a good move, but it reached our RR, so no issue in this trade. We hit our profit. So let's and next entry is given here on 20 this candle 29th March 2022. The for this candle, yeah, here you, as you can see, RSI range was 48 and 40. So we don't have to take trade here because RSI one green lines RSI was 48. It's above 44. So I'm not going to make a trade here. But if you, as you can see, this crossover, when I click on take cursor on crossover, on this crossover it shows 35 and 38 RSI value. But in real time, the crossover must happen on this candle. On this candle, the RSI value was 48 and 40. So I'm not going to take trade here. And then after that it given a entry on 22nd June 2022. Here the RSI value was 42 and 42. Okay, no issue, we can make a trade here. And the candle closing, you can see the data in the right side of the chart: high, low, close, open, and date on the top of it. So at this as you can see, this candle, the closing was 358 and low was 358, sorry, closing was 358.95 and low was 358.05. So as I told you in the note, for small entry candles SL will be too small, so adjust according to the market. So as you can see, this is the small entry candle and this top loss will also be very small, below 1 rupee. So we need to adjust according to the this candle, according to the market. So I am going to take its previous candle low as my stop loss, and its closing was 358.95 as my entry point and closing point was, and SL was at 355. So the VRR is to and target price will be 6 points above the entry point. So 358.95 means round up to 359 plus 6 point, 365. Next day it made a high of 362. After that our target was achieved. It made a high of 365.70. So it's another good trade. And then after that, yeah, here you can see it give an entry here on 27th December 2022 at this candle. RSI value was 37 and 36. Candle closing was at 523 and it made a, and our SL will be 509. It almost 13 rupees SL, but in next 2 days it made high of 534 and low of 504. So it hit our SL. This trade we lost. After that it gave another entry here. So as you can see, this here on 4th January, so this kind of entry you will not get in the real time. As you can see, I will zoom it. It came down and moved up in the next day. So you can consider this you cannot consider this as entry because in the real time you didn't observe this kind of move here. So here you will get another entry on 13th January. Candle closing was at 518 and low at 511. So it's a 7 points SL. Target will be plus 14 points, but it also didn't reach our target. So for 522, 542 will be our target, but it didn't. 525, it made a high 525. I think it didn't even reach 1:1 RR also. So second trade, another trade we lost. So it given another entry at 3rd February. 3rd February candle closing was at 373.60 and it made a low of 318. As you can see, the body is good, but it had a long wick below it. As our criteria, yeah, this buying condition RSI. No, not this one. Yeah, this stop loss below entry candle. Stop loss must be below entry candle. If the candle have a long wick, then consider its body low. So it has a long wick here. We are considering this body low as our SL. So candle closing was at 373.60 and body low was, I will check it by using the horizontal line, 351, 352. Yeah, its body low was 352, 352. So how much point SL? 352 20 points SL. This is a 20 point SL. So our target will be plus 40 points from the entry point. 413 will be our target. As you can see, it made a high of 406 and then came back. So as our criteria says, whenever it reaches 1:1, trail your stop loss above 1 point of our entry point. As it reached 1:1, our stop loss will be moved from 352 to 374. So as it came back, we exited. So this is almost a break-even trade because we just recovered our uh, brokerage fees. And then it gave another entry here at this candle. 15th February, candle closing was 344 and low was 335. It's yeah, it's a 10 rupee, 10 points SL. Our target will be of 364. As you can see in the next fourth day from our entry point, it might have 366. So this one also a good trade. Here it gave another entry, but it hit our SL, and then the next day itself it gave another entry here at 1st May. Closing was at 353, low was 344, 10 point SL. Our target will be plus 20 points from the entry point. Entry point was 353. Our target will be 373. In the next 2 days, it reached our target. After that, no other entries here till now. Let's move to another chart. Another chart, as you can see, oh yeah, Bank Baroda 159. What's our criteria says it's greater than 150, so we can take this trade. Yeah, from here this crossover is above 44 range. Yeah, here we got one entry here at this candle. This candle was quite high, or as candle closing was at 167 and low was 159 at 10 points, 10 point SL, and it hit our SL. So the next day only itself, after that it gave another entry here on 3rd February. Candle closing was at 163 and low was 151. As you can see, there is a wick here, so I am considering as a body's low. Body's low is at 157. So it's almost a 6 point SL here. So plus 12 points will be our target. 163 to 175 will be our target. The fifth, after a fifth day, it made up 173.85. Our target was missed by 1 point. 1 point. So what we are going to do? We are trailing our SL from body, so here the body is low to 1 point above our entry point. So we get out of this trade after a couple of days. and then it gave another entry, and on 28th February 2023 candle closing was 159 and it made a low of 157. So in next day our target reached above, it went on above our target. As you can see here, it is a 2 points SL. So 2 points SL is what happens whenever for example in foreign markets some news came up, and due to that news market fell by some points, and these small issues will not impact on our market in a big way, but the impact will happen in a small manners, like as you can see, the closing was at 159. Next day open was at 157.90. So it opened almost a 1.10 points, 1.10 points below yesterday's closing. So this kind of things will happen continuously. So our stop loss must be, our stop loss must have some momentum gap. So this low was 157 and closing was at 159. So this, it was a tight SL. So we we must mentally prepare for this kind of trades, as when our market starts we need some attention towards the before to those trades where our stop loss is tight. After that it gave, as you can see here, entry, but our RSI range was 48 and 44, so no trades here. Let's move to other chart. Yeah, Biocon 198 rupees. Yeah, this is continuously falling, so let's see whether our strategy worked here or not. uh, from here, let's begin from here. 17th May 2022, as you can see candle closing was that. No, here this crossover happened on 18th May. Yeah, in the chart you can see the crossover happened on 17th May, but in real time it will be happened on 18th May. The candle closing was 337.85 and low was 332. Next day, as the market opens, our SL was hit. So this is a one trade lost, and next day it gave another entry on 20th May. Candle closing was at 340 and it low was 325. It's a 15 points SL. It also hit, and it gave another entry on 27th May. Candle closing was at 337, low was 227. It's a 5 points SL. So our target will be 343. So it made a high of 340. So we are going to move over stop loss, and this is a break-even trade. Then it gave another entry on 8th June. No, this one, yeah, this candle. 337.15 will be the candle closing, and low will be 221. It's a 17 rupee SL, 17 points. So from the closing 337, it made a high of 344. It's not even reached 1:1 RR. So this kind of trades, this is a healthy candle. So most of the times what happened, uh, we are unable to decide whether this is a healthy unable to decide whether when will this criteria applies. Avoid big crossover candles. As you can see, this is a big crossover candle, and with it as you can see, this is a healthy candle too. We can't avoid. So this is the quite drawback for me to identify it. So we need to take some uh, put some extra effort to identify these kind of things. So I'm trying to find. So after that, as you can see, this whole zone take over every entry to stop loss. and as you can see, this we have mixed with this one. This one is a good trade. As you can see, the candle closing was at 313, low was 311. This is a tight stop loss, so I'm taking previous day's low as our stop loss, 309, and candle closing was at 313. So 5 points SL, 10 points will be our plus 10 point will be our target. 323 will be our target, as you can see, and the next 2 days of our entry we hit our target. Then it given another entry on 4th August. Candle closing was 314, low 38, 308. 6 points will be your stop loss and 12 points will be our targets after the entry. 326 will be our target, and it made high of 319. It even didn't reach 1:1 RR, stop loss hit. So let's add one more thing to our criteria. Avoid downtrend market. Avoid downtrend market. So how do we identify downtrend market? So as you can see, today we are here, 24th March. So this is coming downwards continuously. As you can see, it had given many entries. Even on 31st January, RSI was 23, and it made a, as you can see, on 8th February, RSI made a high of 49.39. So almost RSI moved 20 points. So it's not relatively depend on RSI and candle movement, but there must be observed some movement in the stock too. So we need to avoid some clear downtrend markets. If it is a downtrend like this one, we can trade here, because as you can see, it came down and it went up. So it clearly a 5 to 6 some 3-4% momentum. We can trade here, we can trade here, we can trade here. After that, it went, if it is uptrend market, so it's a clearly yes, we will get a good movement in that kind of chart. So let's begin with another one, BPCL. BPCL. As you can see, it's during retracement we will get some good entries. Here, yeah, let's begin with here, 25th February. 25th February, yeah, this can, as you can see, this is a big candle. On this day we may enter, we may not enter, because our criteria says avoid big crossover candles. So let's avoid this one. Let's find another entry. This will be the entry. No, in real time we didn't get any entry here, but here we got entry on 20th May. Candle closing was 332, low was 320. It's a 4 points, so I'm taking previous candle low 324, closing was 332, so it's 8 points, and we hit our SL. After that it gave a entry here, yeah, closing was at 329, low was 322, and 7 points SL. 14 points will be our target. 329 to 14 points. 335 will be our target. It's made high of 334, missed by 1 point, and we moved our stop loss by 1 point above our entry point, break even trade. And it gave another entry at 8th June. Candle closing was 332, low was 319, uh, candle closing was 332.90, also round up to 324, then it's a 5 point SL, so 324 to 334 will be our target, and it made a high of 334.55. Good trade. So here also you can see a good trade. Then here it's also a good trade. As you can see, candle closing was 308, low of 304, so 4 points SL, 3082 plus 8 point target, 316 will be our target. Oh yeah, it's a break even trade. As you can see here, 314.80, it made high of 314.80, so top loss will be moved and it's a break even. Here you can see, observe a good trade here. Then this crossover RSI value was 42 and 44. We are not going to trade here. Here also 44, 43, no trade. This one trapped, clear SL. Here a good trade. This is the recent one, 3rd March, 2nd March. Let's randomly 64. Mariko 477. See if this strategy works in both sideways market and uptrend market. This is the best you can in these two kinds of market. You will get the best entries and best returns. If the market is if the stock is downwards continuously, try to avoid it. The downward market will give you, downtrend market will give you more entries, and it will, every entry will be taken to the stop loss. So avoid downtrend markets, focus on sideways market and uptrend markets. You will make a good money. And don't move your target until or unless stock is performing well. So here this entry, let's begin from here. It gave an entry here, it took a SL in the next day, clear SL, no issue. Then given another entry, candle closing was 482, low was 477, 4 points target. So sorry, 4 points SL and 8 points target. 482 to 450 will be our target. Sorry, 490 will be target. It reached 490.8. Target hit. After that, it gave another entry. Oh, this one is the big candle. So it performed well, but we will avoid that kind of candle. Our SL will be quite large. As you can see, 491 will be the closing and low is 477. That almost a 13 points SL. Here it given 17th October. Candle closing was 515. Stop loss will be 512. So I'm taking previous days low 510. 5 points SL and 10 points profit. 525 will be the target, and after 2-3 days it reached our target. Here clear SL, this entry, and then here we got another entry. So here it was the entry, big candle, avoid trade. As you see here, it almost give above the line 44, and then it gave an entry on this candle 500. Low was 491, 9 points plus 18 points will be our target. So 518 is the target, and it made a high of 505. Stop loss hit. Then Tata Power. As you can see, this entry, candle closing was 203 and stop loss was 194. 9 points SL, 18 points target. So this has a small wick here, so I'm taking body slow 190. Body slow will be 197. So 5 points SL, 10 points will be the target, 213 will be the target. After the 213, yeah, it almost took a 6 trading days to reach our target. And this one clear as most probably 206 and 204. Previous day also it didn't give a, previous day low was 203 and it's 3 points SL, 6 points target. 2062, 2012 will be target, and it made a high of 208. After that it went down, and no entry here also. So yes, this is the strategy. Do some back testing by yourself, and please make down please make a note of this criteria. And if you got any new um, conditions that are not that are need to be added to our criteria, please let me know in the comment section. And have any queries, please add in the comment section. That's it. Thank you.